Tired of the negativity? Looking for a shot of optimism? Well, I have an inspiring story to make you smile right after this. This episode of Misfits and Crackpots is brought to you by the Well-Crafted Story Workshop. Struggling to connect with your audience and attract new clients? Transform your speaking skills at the Well-Crafted Story Workshop with Coach Jimmy Hayes Nelson and yours truly, Dr. Danny Brissell. In just 2 days, master the art of crafting compelling speeches that convert listeners into clients. Whether in-person or virtual, you'll get personalized attention in an intimate group, learning not just from expert coaches, but from fellow entrepreneurs. Don't let another opportunity slip away. Get your free story blueprint today at wellcraftedstoryworkshop.com and turn your story into your most powerful business tool. Your success starts here. Visit wellcraftedstoryworkshop.com now. You're just a well-crafted story away from 7 figures. Hello there, my friend, and welcome to Misfits and Crackpots, short, inspiring stories for busy people. I'm Dr. Danny Brissell. This is a podcast for those interested in extraordinary stories about ordinary people and companies. Consider it your dose of positivity and inspiration for the week. Born in France as the bastard son of a British duke, James Macy distinguishes himself as a scientist and chemist. While less talented colleagues are knighted for their accomplishments, Macy is denied a title because of his illegitimacy. He vows never to marry so that he will not pass along his societal stigma to his children. A young attorney working abroad for a year is thrown off a train in South Africa in the middle of the night for refusing to relinquish the first-class seat that he purchased. His crime? He is Indian, and the white system of apartheid prevents non-whites from the privileges accorded to whites. From that moment, he dedicates his life to fighting the injustice of racial segregation. When her husband returns home from World War II and runs off with another woman, a housewife is forced to support her 3 children by becoming a door-to-door salesperson. Frustrated that male colleagues with less talent and knowledge are promoted in the company ahead of her, she decides to form her own direct marketing company. 3 different people, living in different parts of the world, during different time periods. Each goes on to have a significant impact on the world. Different forces motivate all 3. Respect, or a lack thereof, drives James Macy. He is a social outcast in England. Shunned by British society, he is denied the birthright title of his father, the first Duke of Northumberland. Dying a wealthy man, he leaves all of his wealth to a newly formed country that England has also labeled illegitimate, the United States of America, a country he has never even visited. The money is to be used for the foundation of an institute that will share knowledge among all men and bear his family's true name, Smithson. Today, the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. provides America with some of its most treasured collections of national memorabilia in the arts and sciences, all thanks to its generous, illegitimate benefactor. Integrity is one of the driving forces of the young attorney in South Africa. Born in India and educated in England, he settles in Natal. There, he is subjected to racism and South African laws that restrict the rights of Indian laborers. Upon expiration of his work contract, he chooses to stay in South Africa and organize several massive campaigns of civil disobedience to protest government restrictions on Indians. Upon his return to his native India, the attorney, Mohandas K. Gandhi, successfully leads the nonviolent Indian independence movement. The housewife turned entrepreneur is determined to break the glass ceiling men have imposed on her. Her vision is a company where working mothers like herself can advance based on performance, not gender. Her enthusiasm and belief in making everyone feel important are cornerstones of the successful cosmetics company that Mary Kay Ash develops into a household name. Your story reveals a lot. What's your motivation? Money? Good health? Free time? It is probably safe to say that most of us want one or more of these things. These are certainly benefits, but I'm not sure any of them qualify as defining characteristics about us. In my previous book, Leadership Begins with Motivation, I fixated on the actions that define leaders. In another book I wrote, Read, Lead, and Succeed, my goal was to examine the importance of reading in the lives of highly successful people, as well as to illuminate common habits of such individuals. This podcast is from my latest book, Misfits and Crackpots. It is for two types of people: those interested in the habits and characteristics of highly successful people in various fields from diverse backgrounds, and those looking for inspiration. When I was a middle schooler, teachers forced me to read a lot of so-called literature that depressed and bored me. Heck, I believe that people become what they think about, and I'd love to offer you, the listener, something that lifts your spirits and provides you with hope. So, my mission is to get you to consider what's possible, to push you to be the best version of you. Humans have evolved to survive. They are programmed to just get by, to be average. Extraordinary people, the ones that stick out, the ones who are often labeled misfits and crackpots, do the things that ordinary people are unwilling to do to accomplish significant things. As you listen to this podcast, I'd like you to reflect on what drives you, what defines your leadership at its core. To acknowledge your leadership skills, it's a good idea to begin with what motivates you. There is no right or wrong answer. Leadership begins with motivation, and your motivation is the driving force that fuels you every day. What excites you to the point that work doesn't feel like work, but your purpose, your mission? Are you clear about what you want to achieve? Are you focused? Understanding your purpose is the starting point. It is your grand vision. But vision without action is just a pipe dream. And that is where planning comes in. What are the daily rituals you undertake, your habits that contribute to your success? Resolutions fail. Routines become ingrained. By examining the routines of successful people, I hope you also reflect and identify those routines that contaminate your ability to succeed. By reflecting on others' triumphs, as well as their trials and tribulations, you'll develop your personalized recipe for success. Your vision, combined with your plan for accomplishing your vision, and, most importantly, your actions, will lead to your results. Charlie Tremendous Jones used to say that you are the same today as you will be in 5 years, except for two things: the people you meet and the books you read. This podcast, based on my book Misfits and Crackpots, will surround you with inspiring people from all backgrounds. Heed their lessons. Find out what makes people tick, and you have a blueprint on how to help them achieve more, beginning with you. See, friend, inspiration is all around us. You just have to look for it. Thanks for listening. I hope you join me next week for an inspiring story about misfits and crackpots. Misfits and Crackpots is a production of Success Media, produced by Terrence Wishner. Sound effects by Alessandro Lucati, courtesy of Pixabay. Thank you for tuning in. If you love today's story, there's so much more to explore in the book Misfits and Crackpots by yours truly, Dr. Danny Brissell. Grab your copy now on Amazon and dive deeper into the extraordinary lives of those who dared to change the world. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share the podcast with fellow misfits who love inspiring stories. See you next time.